Today we're going to be reviewing the best-selling performance racket in Spain.
The Vertex, the different models of the Vertex, and also what they changed in this year's model compared to last.
We're going to be testing the Vertex Comfort, the Vertex Hybrid and the Vertex, and we're going to be looking at different aspects of these rackets, so at the end of this video you will know which racket is for you.
So I'm using the Vertex 04, and this is quite a hard racket, 12K firm racket with the balance towards the head of the racket. It's a diamond shape. It's got that gritty surface, which personally I quite like. I know it doesn't make a huge difference in terms of performance, but I do like a little bit of friction on that surface. And it's a good feel. I enjoy this feel. It comes with the Hessical as standard, but actually I do, for me personally, I feel like I get a nice contact on that, nice control and good responsiveness as well. So this is the Vertex 04 Hybrid, and this is a slightly rounder racket, closer to round than diamond. Again, you've got that gritty surface, so a bit of friction on that surface, and with the round shape it feels much more balanced towards the hand. Again, Hessical grip comes as standard, so I mean, from a control perspective this feels really nice. I don't feel like I get quite the pop on the ball that I got with the previous Vertex, but the maneuverability of it feels really nice in the hands, good control, and probably something that I would recommend for a recreational player for sure. So this is the Vertex 04 Comfort. So this is the same shape as the main Vertex racket. It's a little bit lighter, it's 5 grams lighter, and it doesn't come with the Hessical as the standard grip, so you do feel that a little bit more balance towards the head. It's, in terms of materials, it's a hybrid between the fiberglass and the carbon, which means that it's slightly kind of more springy as a racket. I don't feel I get quite as much control as I do with the other carbon, but it does have a nice feel to it, so it's something that I could see a lot of players using.
So you tried all of them from the back now. How do they feel?
Yeah, I've got a good feel from each of them from the back, but as we know, you get different feelings from the rackets from different parts of the court. So should we hit some volleys first, and then we'll overall summary what we felt of the 3 different models?
Yeah.
So from the front of the court here, I've got the Vertex 04, and I really like the feel of this in my hand with the volleys. Nice control, but also get a little bit of pop on that if I put a bit of slice on that ball. Have a couple up, Tom. Yeah, nice feeling round that ball. That feels very good. Fast racket head speed, and with it being slightly head heavy means I get a little bit more power on that, which I quite like. Let's have a look at the Vertex 04 Hybrid. 1 second, safety first. Yeah. So this is a little bit rounder. Immediately I feel nice control, but not quite as much power off the face of that racket. Particularly if I swing a little bit faster, I don't get that same pop on that racket. It does just come up slightly. But I'm used to using previously round rackets, so I do actually like the feel of this. Nice for smashes, actually. Oh, a little rouleau there that didn't hit the right part of the racket. Yeah. Good on the smash. I think I prefer the Vertex 04. Not bad feeling, but not quite as much power. Let's go for the Vertex 04 Comfort. This immediately feels a little bit lighter in the hands, which is nice for maneuverability. I just got to put a little bit more on this ball to get it to go to the other side. Good control. I don't think as good a control as the Hybrid, the one I've just tried, but yeah, you can feel kind of a couple up, Tom, for this one. You can feel nice balance though. It is balanced towards the end of that racket, as a diamond should be. And you do get good feel on these overheads. I prefer the overheads of this actually to the volleys.
Sandy, you've tried all 3 models now. 2 questions I want to ask you. The first is, which racket would you choose? And the second is, how do these rackets suit different players?
Me personally, my favourite of the 3 rackets is the Vertex 04. I think I'm going to use that one for competitions. I just felt like it had a great combination of power as well as control. Now, this is probably the most premium of those rackets, and therefore it is designed for more advanced players. And one addition that they did this year that I think is really interesting is this curve round the side of the racket. They basically made these rackets more aerodynamic than the previous year's models, because they felt like that's where the game was going, that players needed to be able to respond and hit faster. So whether I could notice that or not is another question, but for me personally, I would go with the Vertex 04.
So that's your choice of racket. You are a right-sided player and you're a performance player, so you've chosen this Vertex racket. What about for other players out there that are watching the type of racket they should choose?
Yeah, I think I've chosen that. I play quite an attacking style for a right-sided player. I like to have fast swings, fast volleys. So, I would recommend this for more advanced players that like to be attacking, that want to be more aggressive with their smashes and faster volleys. This is also 12K carbon as well. So this is, again, I would say, quite an advanced player, but a rounder shape, slightly more control on that. And then as we come down here, this is the hybrid, the mix between the fiberglass and the carbon. Probably something that would be more responsive potentially for more intermediate players, for example.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because also, if you look at the different rackets, you've got Juan Tello down here, very attacking player, and you've got Martín Di Nenno's racket, who is just a defence expert. So it does make sense when you said it, aggressive to defensive players on there.
And if you want to have a good idea of how to choose the right racket for you, we're going to put that video down on this side, and there we talk a lot more about the characteristics of all the rackets and what they all mean.